there's one around. Scott in the 11 car back at turn 6. Oh, boy.
Rick. Oh, my
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars piled up at turn number 6.
Colin Brown is involved in the 16 after staying on the lead lap.
This is just what Carl Edwards wanted, though. I mean, this caution flag is going to let him make it.
Well, it's not just Carl. It's all those leaders that pitted there. I don't think any of them could actually make it if it went green, which doesn't look like there's any chance of that now as we start getting down towards the end. A little more take than give.
Boy, I tell you, the 59 car is just clobbered of Kyle Kelly right there.
That's Tony Raines. I counted 8 of them. Oh, there's one I hadn't counted. 09 car.
See the water and oil pouring out of the 09 car.
It's Rob Brent. All right, starts around the 11 car. Brian Scott there.
You see, they're all 2 by 2. And, oh, man, boy. Tony Raines just gets jacked up.
And it's just a blind corner. Once you get top of this hill, guys, as you're going up the hill, you don't see anything. And if there's something wrong at the other end, you just plow into it. And we just saw that. And it's all part of understanding this track, where to place your spotters to help you, things like that.
Now, and watch this piling in here. Bang, 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 bang.
Stan Barrett going through the gravel.
Colin Brown's view.
He didn't see it developing.
Colin Brown gets off in the gravel trap in turn 1, gets out of that deal without going a lap down, and loses it all right here.
2 words. Big mess.
Bad luck.
That is turn number 6, and the cleanup there is going to take a minute. And so now what we're going to see among the front runners is, like we were talking about before, Andy, is shutting it off and saving fuel.
Oh, they started, crew chief started telling drivers to start saving fuel. The second that caution came out, you'll see them put it in neutral, turn the switch off, coast as much as possible.
You know, it seems like every single road race we go to, we see the same thing. Everybody shutting the engines off, trying to save fuel, gambling an awful lot that there's going to be a lot of caution flags so they can keep that track position, so they can make it to the end. Much more gambling than you see on an oval track.
Patrick Long, the leader, going to give up the top spot, head to pit road. They've just withdrawn the yellow flag, or the red flag rather, put the yellow flag back out, finally, after about a half an hour. And the field going to get rolling now and come back around toward pit entry. When pressured by Brendan Gaughan for the lead, farther back, here's Villeneuve. Somebody locking up the brakes down into turn 1.
A lot of smoke. That's not just brake lock up there.
Is that McDowell?
A lot of smoke out of McDowell's car.
Yep. In the right front broke.
Something in the right front broke is what he just said on the radio.
Yeah, he's got, it looks like it might be engine.
So something on the car broke?
A lot of smoke.
Yeah, something just broke.
It could be a tire rub on that right front, though.
He was 6.
I'll pull over into the grass over here. Try to get it off the escaper. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Something in the motor just broke, is all.
He was 6th at the time. We stay under green. This is for the lead.
Save fuel. They're all running hard. They're getting pressed, so they can't coast a little bit.
Oh, contact there. Oh, Tim George into Ron Hornaday. Around and crunch.
Not sure if Villeneuve didn't catch a piece of that.
Man, that's some damage on that side of the 21. Yellow's out. Wonder if somebody else got into the 21 to cause that.
21 shit just flooded us.
5th caution flag of the race. Richard Childress Racing and Kevin Harvick Incorporated cars tangling in turn 3.
Track bar is broken on the 33 car. See the back of the car?
I think
he's got more problems.
Don't burn that motor up. Don't burn the motor up.
See underneath the back of the 33, the bar dragging on the ground. He's just broke a part also there, Andy.
It was probably from the contact they had when the 21 car got in the left rear.
Gotta go behind the wall, put a track bar in it real quick, guys.
Definitely getting in the back of Hornaday. Man, that was a close call for Villeneuve again.
Yes, sir.
You know, Andy, we talked a little while ago about these brakes. You saw the 98 Menard wheel hop And you saw this just happen. These guys can't stop these cars right now.
Well, the brakes are starting to get to the point where they're not working nearly as good as they did in the start of the race.
And tell you what it does do for Menard and Edwards and Villeneuve, it takes two of the guys that were in front of them out of the running order. And for Jason Leffler, he of the 3 times pit road speeding penalty, it gets him the Aaron's Lucky Dog free pass. He was the first driver a lap down. He'll come back around onto the lead lap now. Jason Leffler running in 28th position.
And he's thinking, thank gosh, finally.
He's got some damage there. He was involved in the big wreck up in turn 6 that put us under the red flag for some 31 minutes. Restart, 12 laps to go. Carl Edwards in 7th spot. Brad Coleman leading in the 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing. It is Brendan Gaughan gambling on the outside of that front row. And championship leader Brad Keselowski in the 22 there along with Ron Fellows as we go back at it.
You see that guy on the outside not be able to hold that spot and get into turn 1. Keselowski's in there.
Oh boy, too far
he's really
there.
in there.
The leader bumped aside. Keselowski goes through into the number 1 spot, but for how long as they go down the hill?
Well, I know Coleman lost some positions, but that was cool, keeping it on the track versus getting in those gravel traps. That'll ruin this day.
Look at Villeneuve make another 3-wide move.
Coming through.
Oh, Menard's got big damage on that hood.
Gaughan, Keselowski side by side for the lead. Villeneuve 3rd, Fellows 4th, Edwards 5th. Through the kink down to Canada corner. Farther back, Keselowski racing Fellows, 4th place there. There's Villeneuve again leaning on that left front.
You know what? It wasn't flat spotting. It's rubbing that fender where he's got damage. That's why we see so much smoke. He probably was not locking that tire.
Got one around. 23 car, Alex Kennedy, the youngster from New Mexico, right in the middle of Canada corner. Track blocked, and the caution's out.
Boy, nobody can see anything. Oh, Mike Bliss right in the door of him, too, the 40 car. Looks like he's got big damage in front of his car. See the radiator fluid flowing out from that 40 car?
Look at all the gravel scattered everywhere.
Oh, man. Late in these runs, these guys
Fired up as they can. Let's go.
just can't be patient. And I still think this brake's a problem right now, Andy. I think these guys can't slow these cars down.
So Mike Bliss and the youngster Alex Kennedy find trouble in turn 12 and bring out the full course caution once again here at Road America. Top of the screen. Oh, there's one gets turned around. It's that Patrick Long and Coleman tangle. It's Trevor Bayne and Coleman. Oh. I didn't even see that the first time.
These guys just can't stay away from each other. And T-bone right in the door right there. The only good thing about that, he's running about 20 miles an hour. Not a big hit.
Oh, boy. Colin Brown. Now from Steve Wallace. Oh, boy. That is a look of displeasure.
Mike Bliss hadn't had much luck lately. Crashed last week at Kentucky.
Yep. And there is Kennedy's car coming to pit road.